Like many others, I doomscroll way more than I want to admit. And honestly, it doesn't really bring me that much joy. It's just a distraction and regret immediately afterwards. So for the next 7 days, I am banning doomscrolling and instead replacing it with 7 hobbies to see if it actually makes my days any better. I'm putting 14 hobbies into this hat, and then every single day I'll be pulling one out at random. I'm excited to see what hobby we pull because I genuinely have no idea what we're gonna do. I'm hoping we start off on kind of like an easier note, something not too out of the blue and something that I'm kind of familiar with. Ooh, reading. So for the past few years in my long list of New Year's resolutions, I've always put I wanted to read a certain amount of books, but I'll be honest, I haven't been able to complete them. And I think the saddest part is that goal has been like 1 or 2 books a year. But I think just as life moved on and there were more options and more digital options or watching movies or short form content, social media, it's just the last thing I want to do is pick up a book sometimes. And a large part of doing this challenge for myself was like, okay, what healthier habits do I want to replace picking up that phone with? That's good for in here, and it's good for in here, I think, as well too, and it's something that I want to make the effort to get back into. I think that's why my goal for this year is reading 5 books, to really make that conscientious effort to say, hey, I want to get reading back as a hobby. So with all that being said, I think reading is the rather poetic way to start this challenge. So I thought yesterday's hobby actually went pretty well. Instead of picking up my phone before going to bed last night, I instead swapped it for a book, read a good chunk of it. I'm actually really close to finishing. But I think what I'm actually gonna do today before I draw day 2's hobby is finish this book. I've only got about 30-ish pages to go. And then I'll draw the new hobby for tonight, and that's what I'll be doing tonight. I'll be honest, I think I did struggle a little bit, especially at the beginning, like the first, 5, 10 pages. Like I could feel my attention span just like, why am I doing this right now? I could be doing anything else. And ultimately that's why I'm doing this, to swap these unhealthy habits with healthier ones and bring back stuff that I love to do or find new stuff that I really want to do instead. So earlier today I was able to finish my book, which I'm extremely happy about.
And now, a thoughtful and quick book review by Marco.
It's a really insightful and intriguing look into short filmmaking, producing, directing, distributing, everything along those lines. So I would definitely recommend if you're into that stuff, and it makes me want to make more short films, so booyah to that. But moving on to the main attraction of today, time to pick day number 2's hobby, which I will indulge in for the remainder of the night. Board game. Hopefully you can see that. I really do love Cascade. It's a great multiplayer game, great tile laying, really makes you think a lot on the go and kind of adapt as you move. Plays up to 4, but you can play 1, you can play solo and test yourself in different scenarios and try different things out, get better at the game, and also try to get as many points as you can. I actually do think there's something kind of therapeutic about a solo board game, similar to the feeling I get when I go watch a movie by myself that is just calming and relaxing. And I feel like playing certain games like this, you do kind of mirror that same feeling. The only thing with that though is, while I feel like movies are a very inherently solo experience, board games I think are inherently a social experience. I would take multiple people playing a board game over reading, but I think if I'm just doing solo board gaming and testing my own bit, it is fun, it is strategic, and I love that kind of puzzle aspect to it, but I think you can gain more from, diving into a story and different characters through reading. While with board gaming by yourself, I do think it loses a little bit of that competitive nature, which is something that draws me to board games in the first place. Day number 3, here we go. Oh, we have piano. So I played piano growing up, like I took lessons for a good few years. I really enjoyed it, but like reading, I just kind of fell out of it. I got this big, beautiful piano that I just don't take as much advantage of anymore, and I want to get back into that. And I think more importantly, show myself that I can as well, if that makes sense. I think what I'm realizing more and more as well, and I've kind of felt this my entire life, is if I'm doing something, a hobby, an activity, whatever it is, that can completely engross me, whether it be trying to improve in that thing, it's really entertaining and fun, keeps me on my feet, just keeps me fully occupied, then I don't even think about my phone. Similar to reading, it takes me a little bit of time to get into the groove of playing piano, especially if I haven't played in a while. But I've just been playing for the past like 20, 30 minutes and it's flown by. When in contrast, that would have been 20, 30 minutes scrolling useless information, not really retaining anything, and then just feeling, oh, now I need to do something. When I can easily take those 20, 30 minutes, improve upon a skill or learn something or tackle something that I enjoy doing, and it's still keeping me occupied and entertained. So that's why I think it's so important to find those hobbies that one, click for you, are really entertaining, and you actually have a genuine passion and interest behind. Day number 4 is, while all the other hobbies are stuff we've done before, coloring is something that I'm pretty foreign to, so let's see how this one goes. My sister, on the other hand, absolutely loves to do this. So I'm borrowing one of her books today, taking a page, and gonna give it a whirl. I found one with the characters at a movie theater. I feel like I have to. Like, look at all the colors that we have. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, now that I'm here, ready to go, it's a little bit stressful, I won't lie. The artist's worst nightmare is a blank canvas. And then how do I know which color is the right one? Oh, this little cheat sheet here will tell me. I'm such a perfectionist, and that trying to make everything perfect is just gonna be so stressful. So far, I'm enjoying it. I am stressed, but I am enjoying it. I'm actually sweating right now. Ooh, this movie theater's gonna look so cute. This is stressful. So I actually think I would put coloring relatively high on this hobby meter. I like that you can do it while also watching a movie or a TV show or listening to music, whatever it may be. There's something about taking a complete blank page or a blank canvas and turning it into something that, you know, you're proud of or something that you can work forward towards that I really enjoy about it. This is stressful. I don't know if when you're coloring, I would use the term calming. I've heard a lot of people say it's, you know, relaxing, calming, therapeutic. I think the biggest word that I could probably describe coloring with is stressful, satisfying. Like, it's satisfying seeing your vision come true, and if you can make it come true, it's even more satisfying, but it's also frustrating when it can't come true or you screw up or something like that. Clearly I did a little bit. All right, I think that's my first attempt. Not too bad if I do say so myself. I did get a few like little splotches here and there that first try, we'll call it. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Go me. Let's do it. This is something I've kept for the past like 2.5 years, and it's just one question every single day, and you get to see your progress throughout that 5-year time span. I think journaling is not only really healthy for you, but it's also so important. I think it's important to look back on all these big events, the little events, and look at them with a new perspective or a more enlightened perspective, and kind of develop past those feelings or grow from those feelings and just kind of tackle yourself in a new and more sophisticated, hopefully, way. So while that was probably something I don't want to spend my entire night doing, it is something that I kind of want to work into doing every single day or every single morning or like a couple times throughout the week just to like stay on top of it. It'll probably be closer to the bottom for me just because I feel like the other hobbies have been more entertaining in terms of keeping me occupied, but I think this is a good healthy habit that I should introduce. Oh, puzzle party! I've never really been into puzzles, but I see people like light a cozy candle, set up on an autumn night and like do a puzzle, read an audiobook. And I feel like I can kind of make that my own. So if I do a puzzle, put on a movie in the background and just kind of enjoy a little bit of the night, I think will be a good way to spend it. Because at the end of the day, as long as we're not scrolling or we're doing something fun and engaging, that's really all that matters. Oh my god, I'm so in over my head with this. This is so many pieces. The thing that I realized I really like about him is that completionist side of me. I love perfectionism, always doing something to the fullest. So starting a 1,000-piece puzzle and slowly seeing it come together is very satisfying for that, but it does just take a lot of time. But look at the progress we've made here. This is about 1.5 hours to 2, the length of a movie. Sorted out a bunch of the characters, kind of getting pieces transitioning over. I would put it above journaling and solo board game playing. In terms of doing something while watching a TV show or a movie, I think I'd probably still take coloring. Although depending on the day, this is actually a good substitute. And just like that, we are on our final day. That was pathetic, but also kind of cool, but also really pathetic. Playing sports my whole life kind of shaped how I approach everything. So those hobbies where I can actively do something, have fun, compete, push myself, those I think are clear above the rest for me, even if I'm doing them on my own. And that's been one of the biggest things for me throughout all of this. Hobbies are great when you can have fun with them. That makes you want to actually go back to them. I always enjoy playing sports. I get to have fun, exercise, and live a healthy lifestyle all at the same time. Whether that be with hockey, in this case, soccer, or any sport really. Making hockey a clear favorite for the week. Doing this wasn't about finding the perfect hobby. It was about reminding myself that there are so many options out there. Better options than falling back into the same bad habits like doomscrolling.
Do I not look like an artiste?
I might not rush back into every hobby I tried, but all of them offered something I think worth coming back to. Trying new things and learning what actually works for you can make a bigger difference in your life than you expect. And honestly, learning that about yourself might just be the most important habit of all.